Guys, personally, I could not do a video yesterday. I was recovering. My goodness. Guys, I had to take some time to recover because this was deep. Guys, I have been out here yapping about somebody who is in touch with Ruto, directly. He said that Dr. Ruto's office knows I am here. And I was like, eh? MORAA, look at your life. Look at yourself. You are going to get into trouble just like that. This person, all he has to do is just to call Ruto on mobile. And you are in deep SHIT. Gosh, guys, did you all realize how Congrats mom was having like a field day with this? Congrats mom was laughing her head. Oh my God. Marwa had to ask, why? Why do they know you're here? You're not like a spy or anything. No. They have to know I'm here. I had to notify Dr. Ruto. This guy, like seriously. Cleo bonny. Like, serious? Guys, of course, his embassy knowing that he is here is one thing. But now, Dr. Ruto's office, knowing that he is here, why does he have to do this? So people can see that he is important, so people can be scared of harming him, so people can be afraid of talking about him. Why? Why name drop like that? That one was weak, Cleo bonny. That person that you're mentioning, people are also talking about him. So now it is hard. Guys, I had to recover a little bit because this guy was making it very hard for me. My God, he actually is speaking to Ruto directly. So please, hey, stop playing with this guy. Anybody who was playing with this guy should stop ASAP. Because this is a guy who speaks with presidents, just like that. He just places phone calls. That one made my day. And Congrats mom, she could not contain herself. She just had to burst out laughing. Marwa is the one who was taken aback, like, huh? Why? You're not a spy or anything. Why would they know that you're here? Guys, this person, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Hi, everybody. Happy weekend. I hope that you're all doing great. Hi. The Cleo bonny series, I don't know if it has come to an end. I don't know if... I don't know, guys, but he has really entertained. For the week that he has been in Kenya, hey, he has shown us things. From switching cups, Uncle Mo's cup with his. Guys, this is somebody who does not trust people. So he wants us to trust him, How do you want people to trust you, yet you do not trust people? I wonder if he trusts Marwa, like for real. I wonder if he does. But guys, we have seen Marwa come out. And as for Marwa, he does not have a problem with this guy. Marwa is a forgiving person. Marwa came out to say that I have no problem with this guy. Remember, he even had written on his community page some time back, he said that he is ready to sit down and talk with this guy. And that is exactly what he did. He had a sit down with him called Congrats Mom. And they spoke and asked him questions, of which, to be very honest, he still didn't give an answer, according to me. And that is not just according to me. Because, guys, if you remember, at some point, Marwa asked Congrats Mom, when they were about to finish the whole interview or conversation or whatever you want to call it, Marwa asked Congrats Mom, is there anything you would want to ask, or is there something you feel that this guy did not address or did not answer appropriately? And Congrats Mom said that this guy said that he has come to Africa, or rather he came here. Sorry, he came here so that he can build Africa, but he still has not said how and why. And, he did not expound on that. And I was like, exactly. Because as he was talking to Marwa and Congrats Mom, that is what was ringing in my head. Like, excuse me, you still have not answered why you're here. Why did you come to Nyabohanse? Why did you come to Marwa's place? You still have not answered this question, because when Marwa asked him, why did you come here? He started to talk about he came to apologize and he came to build Africa. Guys, so in the past 1 week that he has been here, has he built Africa? Okay, what has he done like to come and build that Africa? You see, he would have already, guys, like seriously, what does he mean that he came to build Africa? That is so ambiguous. He could not answer that, no matter how much Marwa asked, no matter from which angle Marwa tried to ask him. He still went around in circles as usual. He has been doing this in all channels, He has been, beating around the bush, cornering. That is what he is specialized in, And that really makes me wonder, why did he really come? And he also speaks about he came because he came to apologize. And if you all realized, he said, and Marwa agreed, that Marwa did not know that he was a reactor. Marwa knew that he was a reactor when he landed in Kenya. When they were doing that video, that is when Marwa knew he was a negative reactor. So if indeed, I don't know guys, but to me, in my opinion, why would he leave South Africa without telling Marwa who he really is, come all the way here, and then start apologizing on video without having spoken to Marwa first about it? Guys, my point is, if all this hula baloo would not have come to the streets, all this mayhem, all this, if all this stuff would not have come out, would he have apologized? Because I feel like he has had to apologize because of what has happened. Because even on that video that he did with Marwa, he did not apologize. He just said, I came across some people who are doing reaction videos about you negatively, and I also participated, but I did not know what reaction was about. I did not know what it entailed. I did not know what I was doing. So basically what he did to me, he spoke about it like, just as a by the way. And then he justified it. I'm talking about, there are some people who I found, I came across them and they were doing reactions about you, and I, hopped in, but I really didn't know what was going on, and I did it for a very short time. Guys, it is all about, he is justifying himself, and that's what he was doing at first. But when things started going wrong, that is when now he saw, things are getting worse, he started to apologize. That is how I look at it. And I feel like if all this stuff would not have happened, he probably would have just gone along with the vibe. He would have just flowed with the vibe. When they're talking about Appaloosa, yeah, they would have been, he would have been just showing up on Marwa's videos talking about Appaloosa. Oh yes, how much does this cost? How, how do you train a horse and stuff like that? And then maybe he would have spoken a bit about his book, habit, or is it book, whatever that he came to do. And I just feel like he would have just gone about stuff normally without apologizing. He did not know that his presence is going to cause all these problems. He did not know that. Just because he had stayed away from reaction for 2 years, he thinks that things go away just like that. Guys, in this life, there are things that when you do, they follow you, And that is why I keep saying this about Carrots and her team, this whole lazy gang people, because all of them, You know, to me, they are just spiteful people. They are just negative people. They are just a bunch of liars, you know. People who say stuff about Marwa without even proof. That is why, guys, I normally say that they must regret. For that one, I agree with Cleo Bonny. Because Cleo Bonny was saying that, you know, in one of the videos, he even said that on your deathbed, you are going to regret doing ABCD. You know, and yes, I normally say this, you know, when things start going crooked in their lives, that is when somebody will look back and start to wonder, why are things going like this? Why are things going like this for my kids? Why is everything not working out, you know? And why am I in so much pain? Why aren't we happy? Why is there so much conflict around me? What is happening or what is not happening? And that is the time somebody realizes that it is the things that you have done that are coming right back at you. That is how this world works, whether we like it or not. You know, you can call it karma, you can call it the law of nature, you can call it God is punishing you, you can call it whatever you want, but it has to happen. Especially somebody like Marwa, who has no bad heart with anyone. You know, somebody who just wants to do his thing, somebody who's just focused on growing, you know, somebody who is actually helping people in the society. Guys, that kind of person, you want to fight him for what? And on top of that, on top of that, you are eating off of his name. And you expect for things to go well with you. Hey, some people, I don't know what world they live in. You are insulting somebody, eating from them, you know, and you expect your life to be okay. Like, you know, guys, that is why they come out here to try and console themselves. The other day we saw 𝐷𝐿, you know, writing a stupid post on his community page saying that, oh, reaction is all about entertainment, because that is what they want to convince themselves, you know. They want to convince themselves that they're not doing anything wrong so that they can keep doing it. Guys, if you all remember, the day 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄 fell out with Nairobi teacher and the rest of them, I don't know who else. If you remember, she came out here and said something to do with if you're eating Marwa's money, and I can't quite remember what she said, but it was something to do with it's sort of cursing yourself. You know, but the funny thing is that I still see her doing the negative reactions. Oh my God, guys, let me tell you one thing. People convince themselves, you know. It's like how, say for instance, a thief would be convincing themselves that I did not steal, I just took, you know, and it's because I was hungry. Say, for instance, somebody steals some food, you know, and they try to convince themselves that I did not steal, I was hungry and I just took some food because I had to fill my belly, you know. So really, that was not theft. But at the end of the day, it is theft. Guys, it is a pity, you know, and it is a shame that people do not see this. Actually, they do, but the money is too sweet. But the good or the bad thing about it is, you know, the thing about it is it's that kind of money is always short-lived, you know. It's better you even eat little money, but for a long time, than you eat a lot of money for a short time, you know, and then the money starts eating you. Guys, Cleo Bonny, according to me, did not answer the question as to why he came to Kenya, why he came to Villa Medellin, why he came to visit Marwa. I feel like, in a way, he has learned his lesson. I feel like he is, you know, or rather could be remorseful, but the apology thing was not like really paramount, you know. That was not one of the main things. And that actually, when he was asked why he came, he gave building Africa as the first and then apology. Clearly, that tells you that Guys, all I'm just trying to say is this. These guys coming to Kenya, the reason is still unknown. To me, he could have just come because he wanted to visit Kenya, you know. He wanted to visit Nyabohanse. There are many people who want to visit Nyabohanse all around the world, you know, just for the sake of visiting, you know. Maybe that's the reason why he came. Maybe he just wanted to understand, you know, YouTube. But when he reached here, I was going to say when he figured. But when he reached here, he changed his mind. We will never know. But he ended up apologizing, you know, on camera, on Marwa's video, also on Congrats Mom's video. I really hope he means it, you know, from the bottom of his heart. And I saw people in the comments section, you know, really not happy with the whole thing. People are angry, you know, at Marwa. Marwa actually spoke about it. And he said that people were calling him, or rather people had called him, telling him not to allow the guy to stay, you know, any longer. That Marwa should kick him out, you know, ASAP. But Marwa decided, no, it's not going to happen. This is my visitor. Let him stay, you know. And, you know, we just have to pray for Marwa. Because Marwa is too trusting, you know. He is too trusting. And I believe the Congrats Mom's prayers, you know, have really been a shield, you know, to Marwa and the rest of them. You know, Mwango, David Jr., Winnie, you know. Because, guys, Marwa is too trusting. I saw people, you know, saying that, you know, Marwa was finishing his sentences, you know, Cleo Bonny's sentences. And so he was taking advantage of that, you know, agreeing with everything that Marwa is saying, you know, as he was finishing his sentences. So at the end of the day, it's like he was just agreeing with what Marwa is saying. He was not like making his own statements, you know. He was starting and they are getting finished by Marwa. So I really don't know what you all think about this, you know. Is it a significant thing? Or was he doing this because he was so afraid of disagreeing with Marwa in any way? Because, guys, remember, the audience already was kind of hostile to him, you know. And Marwa and Congrats Mom, at least, were the only people who are on his side. So he has to really, you know, try and... you know, I don't know which word will suit this. He had to really try and agree with Marwa on everything, just so Marwa cannot get angry. Of course, Marwa was not going to get angry in any way because Marwa made it clear to him that this is your moment, you know, set yourself free, speak, you know, ongea ikutoke, speak it out, and just do what you have to do so that you can feel better about yourself. Guys, let me know what you all think about that conversation that they had. Personally, I just feel like Congrats Mom was laughing. Guys, this person, Cleo Bonny, talks too much, to be very honest. And I just remembered, you know, the kind of advice, you know, I used to get, especially from my grandfather. You know, listen more and talk less, and you will have a better life than if you are somebody who likes to talk more and listen less. Because when you talk a lot, so many things that people are saying will pass you by. And when you talk a lot, you tend to give away yourself. You know, you tend to even say things that you're not supposed to. You know, all I can just say is that Marwa was just being nice, you know. Because if Marwa was to start chambuaring, you know, chambuaring is like to really analyze everything that this guy said. He will start start to feel differently about him. Because the guy is talking too much. Why are you even telling Marwa that State House knows that you're there? What is that now? Huh? I called Ruto's office. Which Ruto's office? And now you told them what? That you're who? Guys, does that even make sense to you? So you called there and which number did you call? And after calling there, you spoke with who? And what did you tell them? Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. You know. And something else is how the South Africans were coming out denying this. I saw, you know, Lulani, the Songa Prince, saying, this guy is not from my country. This one, it cannot be. Where is he from? In South Africa. What is this? I also have been seeing Menzo coming out to say, no. This is not how we do in South Africa. We are not like this. Guys, it is such a shame to have somebody yapping so very much. And his excuse for doing reaction videos is that he was lonely and frightened and didn't have anybody to talk to. He needed somebody, you know, he needed to belong. Guys, I understand. It is true. You know, every human being needs to feel wanted, needs to feel accepted, needs to feel that they belong. That is true. However, if Marwa was your friend, like you say, if Marwa you know, was doing all the good things, how do you just turn against him like this? But anyways, guys, he admitted and said that he wanted attention, you know, and it is too bad that he landed on very wrong hands. Imagine carrots and the notorious liar. These are the kind of hands he landed on. Carrots on the other side is saying, you know, and the notorious liar, they're saying that he was the mastermind of everything. Guys, Marwa has forgiven this guy. Marwa has a right to do what he wants to do. Marwa can invite anybody in his villa. Marwa can, you know, do business with him, you know, and all we can do is to wish them well. Now, Cleo Bonny, when you come out to say that the people who are insinuating that when you leave the villa, you may go and start talking negatively about Marwa. When you say that these people are not intelligent, you know, these people are very low thinkers. I think that's what he said. When you say that, you know, it actually makes me see you as the one who is not intelligent, because clearly, if you have been following Marwa, you will know that Marwa has been betrayed big time on the streets. Marwa has faced a lot of, it's crazy. Guys, we all see this. And not just people from Kenya, people from all around the world. You know, it is crazy how somebody, you know, travels all the way from countries like UK. They come, stay in the village, and then they go and turn against Marwa. So when you start talking like that, I mean, you are the one who sounds foolish. You know, you cannot come out here and talk like that. But anyway, I'm happy that Marwa corrected him on that one, you know, because the audience, guys, you know, we who are into Marwa, you know, I feel like we are justified to feel the way we felt. Because, guys, we are normally here seeing how these people are treating Marwa. You know, we are the ones who are outside, looking in, you know. And we see exactly what is happening. Marwa does not watch all these videos. Marwa does not associate with these people. He may not know, you know, some of these things. But imagine, guys, we are normally out here. We can see every single thing that is happening. And of course, we don't like it. Because we love Marwa, we love his family, and we know the kind of person he is. We know that all he wants is to help people out there. Guys, didn't we hear what Bonny said? Cleo Bonny. He said that he has seen so many people, you know, on Marwa's compound. He has seen a lot of people that Marwa is helping off camera. Marwa is giving people money. Marwa is helping people's kids go to school. Marwa is just somebody with a good heart. Very, very good heart. I also heard him when he went to Uncle Gutu's home, telling Uncle Gutu's wife, you know, you guys can go to my place and eat. When she was complaining about Uncle Uncle Gutu, your work is to come home drunk and sleeping, yeah? And you have a young, beautiful wife who is energetic. What is wrong with you? Oh my God. So guys, let us listen to Cleo Bonny saying, you know, or rather responding to Marwa about, you know, why he came to the villa.
You know,
what made you come?
Yes.
From there, we will go to, yes, you've come. What have you found out? So we want to go with that series.
Okay.
Yes.
What made me to come?
Yeah.
First of all, I wanted to be to have a sense of belonging, so that because I have got projects to do that requires the African minds, you know, that are doing greater things in Africa and doing things for the people. You know, that is the most important thing.
Yes.
You know, because you're doing something for the community here.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be just for Nyabohansi. It should be for the whole. You know,
yeah, the whole world contributes,
the whole world.
actually.
That is the one, number one.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, in that process, first of all, I wanted to apologize to the staff. That's why I said in the video, a random video that we were doing that day, I said, you didn't know, you told me, I didn't know, I told him that I was a reactor.
He told me when he was here, I was
that's
shocked.
fine. I said I was a reactor, and he was like, I didn't know that you were a reactor, and he was taken aback. Like,
I was shocked.
You're a reactor. I said it in the video. So I wanted to apologize to that, even though it happened 2 years ago.
This is your camera now. Time to apologize
Time
to
shine,
me
isn't it?
and the people.
To the viewers.
To the viewers. So
me too, my family, my mom is here.
Yeah, because
you know you are abusing the sun.
yes, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, the sun.
So that you are, we are pardon you.
And also, I didn't like the confrontation I saw with my younger brother, my
Yeah,
dad.
at my house.
I don't want that. You see,
Forgive us.
you know, people called me and said, Maro, kick that person out of your house now. I said no.
At night.
Not even at night. I said no, this is my visit.
So guys, as I was recording this video, you know, my phone rang and, you know, I kept ignoring it because I'm recording, you know, and I thought, this number, this person is too persistent, you know, let me pick up the call. And guess what, guys? Guess what? The voice on the other side? Hi, Marwa. And I'm like, this voice. How come this person is sounding like Cleo Bonny? Guys, it is Cleo Bonny. Or rather, it was Cleo Bonny on the other side. He is in Nairobi, you know, doing his thing. Of course, he, you know, wants it to be a secret. I'm not going to say where he is, but he is in Nairobi somewhere. Cleo Bonny, I hear you. Have a nice flight to South Africa. And guys, you know, I thought I was dreaming at first. I'm like, no, MORAA, what's going on? Because I just was talking about him and, you know, playing his clip. So the same voice I'm hearing is the same voice on the other side. But anyways, guys, all I can just say is that Marwa has forgiven this guy. Marwa has decided to give him a second chance. And all we can do is to wish them well and wish Cleo Bonny a safe flight back to South Africa. You know, he had to show his passport to prove to us that he is South African. But of course, we know that he has some Malawi roots in him because he has had interviews saying that he's from Malawi. And to be very honest, he sounds like people from Malawi. You know, if you've spoken to people from Malawi before, you know, that accent is in there, you know. And so guys, please drop your thoughts, opinions, sentiments about the whole interview that they had with Marwa. What do you think about it? I know people are saying that Marwa should be more careful and everything. Let me know what you think, guys. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, and please like this video if you have not yet liked it. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers in this place. Thank you to my returning subscribers. You guys are the best. Let us meet in the next video, guys. Cleo Bonny, I'm coming to town for lunch.
Sneak cleaning, all these lies got people screaming, but I'm here to educate, illuminate, clear the air, make it fair, demonstrate truth over lies, facts over fiction. I refute the nonsense, that's my mission. Truth teller, that's who I chose to be. Truth teller, setting people free. Speak the truth, speak the truth, speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, it's MORAA, your African daughter.